I don't know how to work this thing. So I was to say I usually think of myself as a smart person, and then I said this, but so my buddy recently bought a samurai sword. So we're playing with it at his house, and he goes, Jared, I want you to swing it at me, and I'll catch it. And I'm like, I don't think that's a good idea. And he's like, no, Jared, hear me out, man. I'm a yellow belt in Taekwondo, and I've only missed like one class. I think I can handle catching a sword. There are two things wrong with that statement. The first one is a yellow belt is a step above nothing. I mean, it is 2 weeks in. And the second thing is, if you don't know what Taekwondo is, it's a fighting style where you use your feet. So I don't know how you could catch a blade. I don't think that's in the regular class lineup. So, as a good friend, I'm like, hey, buddy, this idea you have may be the best idea I've ever heard. Let's do it. So I sit there and I line up my attack. And I'm like, I want to do it slowly, of course. I don't want to hurt him, So I slowly do it, and he goes to catch it, and he misses completely. The blade hits him square in the face, and he starts bleeding. I'm like, oh my god! Maybe you shouldn't have missed that one class. You would have learned more. That's not the only dumb thing I've ever done. My friend's a bartender, so this one day he calls me up, he's like, hey, Jared, I'm bartending. There's lots of girls here. You should come down and hook you up with some free drinks. I'm like, yay, drinks. So I get there, it's like 7 p.m., and like right away, he starts handing me a crap load of really strong drinks. So after an hour, let's just like fast forward, like 10 hours. I am laying on the floor in my apartment, completely passed out. And I wake up, and there's puke everywhere. I'm like, oh my god, how did I get here? So I search around my pockets, I found my keys, I'm like, god, I hope I didn't drive. So I run down to my parking lot in my apartment, and I'm searching, and I eventually see my car, and I'm like, oh, phew. My car is parked nicely in between two other cars, and the front end is like 2 feet away from the building in front of it. So I walk up there, and I'm horrified because my car is completely destroyed. Completely destroyed. The front bumper is sitting on the ground, and my tire is just shredded. It looks like scarves, wrapped around the wheel, okay? And just to say how dumb I am, the first thing that came to my mind was, who would back into my car? What kind of asshole would back into my car and then drive away? Now, I'm usually a half-full kind of guy. I try to look at the bright side. And, the bright side of this situation is my bill from the night before was only $6. So, plus side, that was a bonus. Anyways, I'm Jared Lucart.